He is the man behind this entire festival today, and it's such a great thing. It really is. I know I've been a little stressed getting everything ready because this is quite different from what I'm used to putting together and choreographing, but it is oriented just for the children. And he not only has put together what we're doing today as far as the props and selected the music, but he has actually coordinated everything that is going on today for the festival. And in case you didn't hear earlier, Go Go Fest stands for Get Offline and Get Outside. And I know myself that I sometimes even get caught up doing things on the computer or my iPad or my iPhone instead of being outside enjoying nature. And I think we all need to sometimes step back and think about that, and certainly teach our children to appreciate the animals and nature and of course our sea creatures. So what today's show is geared toward is to help the children recognize those. And Miss Stephanie is going to tell you more about it. I'm going to introduce to you our MC today, and this is Stephanie Bond. She's been with me since she was 3 years old, and she has, as a student, a dancer, and she has danced professionally all over the world, and she is now with me at the studio every day teaching, and I am just so fortunate. Miss Stephanie Bond.
All right, thank you all for coming. We have a show for you that I hope that you will enjoy. First of all, I'm going to talk to the kids in the audience because this is all about you guys. I have a question for you. Okay, what do you think the sea creatures that live in the ocean do for fun? Caitlin? Sophia? What do those sea creatures do for fun? Any ideas? Do they swim? They do, okay. Well, we know a few more things that they do, so we're going to show you now.
To the ocean to take a look around. I swam out in the water and I heard the strangest sound. I looked underneath me and down there on the sand I saw lobsters wearing uniforms marching in a band. Some were playing tubas, some played saxophones, some were playing big bass drums, and some were on trombones. And all the fish had gathered and were watching them that day. The lobsters, they were putting on a mighty good parade. They stepped right in and played a melody. The clownfish all did somersaults, happy as could be. The night seahorses all in rows looked so very proud, and the lobsters led the whole parade, playing good and loud. Marched right past a sunken ship and past a coral reef. They marched right by a big blue clam, and then from way down deep a giant squid came swimming up to listen for a while. The manatees were floating round, it was fun to watch them smile. Suddenly out of nowhere came a giant whale with a dozen pretty porpoises following his tail. The lobsters, they kept marching, playing right in time, leading that big parade farther down the line.
Lobsters and the seahorses and all the creatures had a parade. Well, just so that you know, they had a lot of fun. How many of you kids have ever been fishing? Raise your hand. I know Deacon, if Deacon Mishler is out here, I know Mr. Jimmy takes him on the boat all the time. If you've ever been fishing, do you know that fish actually go fishing too? Did you guys know that? Listen to this next story about how it's all done.
Humpback whales are blowing bubbles in the deep blue sea, swimming in circles and blowing bubbles, fishing for their dinner so joyfully. First they dive down to the bottom, then they swim back to the top. They make a ring of bubbles to help them catch their dinner. It tastes so good, they do a belly flop. Oh, the humpback whales are blowing bubbles in the deep blue sea, swimming in circles and blowing bubbles, fishing for their dinner so joyfully. They're singing a song about long ago. It's a song all the whales hold dear. A sweet melody they sing to one another. It tells a tale only whales can hear. Oh, the humpback whales are blowing bubbles in the deep blue sea, swimming in circles and blowing bubbles, fishing for their dinner so joyfully.
So, the next time you go fishing, maybe you should try blowing bubbles. How many of you know what a coral reef is? Can you raise your hand if you know what the coral reef is? Awesome. Do you know that the undersea animals work together to build these reefs? Then, as they get bigger, they compete with each other to make these beautiful and colorful structures. They create an amazing underwater garden, the best place to be.
Out on the coral reef, out on the coral reef, out on the coral reef, the fish they are dancing. Out on the coral reef, out on the coral reef, out on the coral reef, it's the only place to be. You know the pretty coral comes in many colors, like an underwater rainbow. It's so beautiful to see. The porpoises are singing as they're jumping from the ocean. Come and join the celebration. It's the only place to be. Out on the coral reef, out on the coral reef, out on the coral reef, the fish they are dancing. Out on the coral reef, out on the coral reef, out on the coral reef, it's the only place to be. Out on the coral reef, it's the only place to be.
Have you kids ever played along the shore? Watch the waves come and go or get knocked down by one? The water along the shore going up and down is called a what? A tide. Very good. What do you think causes a tide? We're about to find out.
Sea otter swimming in the bay. I didn't know just what to say. She winked at me with her ancient eyes. I could see she was very wise. She said the sun makes the oceans warm, the oceans warm the land. Only the stars in heaven outnumber all these grains of sand. The moon makes the tide come up, the moon makes the tide go down. The wind makes the waves that fall upon the shore, and love makes the world go round. I met a humpback whale swimming in the bay. I didn't know just what to say. He winked at me with his ancient eyes. I could see he was very wise. I met an old manatee swimming in the bay. I didn't know just what to say. She winked at me with her ancient eyes. I could see she was very wise. She said the sun makes the oceans warm, the oceans warm the land. Only the stars in heaven outnumber all these grains of sand. The moon makes the tide come up, the moon makes the tide go down. The wind makes the waves that fall upon the shore, and love makes the world go round.
All right, so next time you see that big bright moon in the sky, remember what it does to the ocean. All right, when you think of a pirate, what comes to mind? Bad guys that steal and fight with each other? Or guys that sail very big ships and look very mean? Maybe have a wooden leg or an earring? Well, we have a different